வந்துடுறேன்.
ஷூர்.
நான் அது வரைக்கும் ஸ்க்ரீன் ஷேர் பண்ணி வைக்கிறேன்ப்பா. ஏன்னா நான் போஸ்டர் வச்சு ஸ்க்ரீன் போஸ்டர் தெரியுதா?
காஸ்ட் ஆகுது.
ஓகே. நவீன் சார் வந்துட்டாங்க.
நவீன் ஹலோ.
இருக்கேன் சார்.
நவீன்
கேமரா ஆன் பண்ணுங்க. நவீன்
ஹாய் சார்.
ஹாய் how are you?
Yeah, where are you? Fine sir, fine sir. நீங்க எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? in office.
நல்லா இருக்கு. எங்க இருக்கீங்க இப்போ?
ஆபீஸ்ல தான் சார் இருக்கேன்.
வெரி குட் பா. Thank you for accepting. சீனிவாஸ் சார் ஆரம்பிச்சலாம்.
சார் 1 minute sir.
Yes sir.
Dear Naveen Kumar, we are heartily welcome you for our guest lecture to share your knowledge to our students, like your brother, right? Because they are junior for you. Dear students, presently studying students, he is S. Naveen Kumar. Presently he is working in Saint Cobain Private Limited, Sriperumbudur. He is the quality assurance engineer in that Saint Cobain past 3.5 years. Okay, so he is interested in doing production area, and also he is one of the best students in our department, like past 180 students. So this lecture is to be very useful to you. So what really is going on in the industries, so that it is he is ready to explain how the glasses are to be manufactured and safety glasses. So such things he is explain in detailedly what is really how and it is making as a glass inside the industries. Okay, dear students, kindly cooperate for successfully conducting this event. Thank you once again on behalf of HOD. I welcome you Naveen Kumar. Thank you பா. இப்போ நீங்க நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிருங்கப்பா.
cast ஆகுதா?
எஸ் சார். ஒரு 2 செகண்ட்ஸ் ஆகும்பா, வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க. அது அந்த நெட்வொர்க் பிளரிங் இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஓகே நவீன், கொஞ்சம் நெட்வொர்க் உங்களது ஸ்ட்ரென்த் கம்மியா இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஓகே.
ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாமா?
ஓகே, ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுங்க நவீன்.
ஓகே நவீன்.
Okay. Before jumping into this topic, let me introduce myself. I am Naveen. I have done my graduation in Valena Engineering College in your own mechanical department. I am the batch of 2018. So for the past 3 years, I've been working straight with Saint-Gobain Glass India Private Limited. So according on even more, I can even more concentrated. I have been working with fire-rated glass processing as a quality engineer. So here what we do is we make fire safety and bullet safety glasses, which is a short division in Saint-Gobain. So that's my portfolio. Let's move to this lecture. Okay, screen cast has sir issues illalla?
Yeah, yes sir, no problem. No issues. Can start.
No problem.
Okay. Okay. Let me get things straight first. In Saint-Gobain, what we do is we make flat glass. So glass in the sense, I'll highlight. Okay, the buildings you can see, right, the facades, these are called as flat glasses. So we are nowhere connected with the glass, curved glasses or specks or containers like that stuff. So only we deal with the flat glass. Okay, I'll explain you on our establishment. This is our Sriperumbudur establishment. We call it as World Glass Complex. So in this campus, we have 3 units. You can call it as a business units. One is the float lines. This is the area where glass gets manufactured. The term manufacturing. What they actually do is they take this silica sand. The basic composition of glass is soda lime silicate, which is comprises of 70% of soda lime and silica sand. So what they do is they melt the sand and bring it in the form of flat glass. This is the float line only work is doing that. So this is the area where glass gets created from sand, and then comes the Securit. Securit is the area where automobile glasses are made. The windshields and the side lights of the cars are made. And this is solution. This is the area where I work. Solutions is extremely focused on architectural buildings and partly on marine applications. So in this facility, we have 3 floats and 2 quarter lines, and that's all thing. For our presence in India, there are totally 10 float lines, out of which 5 are being run by Saint-Gobain. So that's our presence in India. And I'll explain you the process of manufacturing. This is a simple overview of float glass. So as you can see here, this is an entire line, a single stretch line comprises of 600 meters in length. So glass, this is the area where raw material gets first added. There is a plant called batch plant where the materials get mixed and stored in silos. Silos are giant structures, 3-4 stories high. So there the material gets stored, and it is the area where the glass recipe is made. After this process, the raw glass is put into the furnace where melting happens. For burning, we use LPG and CNG gas. So this heating, we generate up to 1600 degrees Celsius, where the sand gets melted and becomes transparent. Next step is the refining furnace. In this refining furnace, the temperature is brought down to 1100 degrees Celsius. Because of the high temperature in the melting furnace, there is a possibility of bubbles creating within the glass. So when we reduce the temperature gradually, the bubbles will escape in the atmosphere. So after this, there is a float bath. So the name float process comes from only this area. Float is nothing but this molten tin. Here we have a bed kind of thing made of tin. The tin has a boiling point of 2500 degrees Celsius. So tin is selected. So here there will be a bed of tin over which the glass will flow. The glass will come here and it will flow over the tin bath, so that the glass will be completely flat. The force that is involved is gravitational force. Due to the gravitational force, the glass tries to expand in the edge area. With the support of a tin bath in the bottom, the glass becomes flat. So after this float bath, it is annealing layer. Annealing is nothing but slow cooling of glass. Here the temperature would be like 1100 degrees Celsius. But in annealing layer, it will be brought down to room temperature. This annealing layer would be like around 300 to 400 meters in length. So this area, the glass gets cooled. So until cutting, the glass will be like a single ribbon starting from a raw material batch. It will flow like a single ribbon from here till here. At this area, there will be like automized robots cutting machines, which will cut the ribbon into customer preferred sizes. There are few standard sizes. For the maximum that we cut is 6 meter cross 4 meters, which is 6100 cross 4250. That is the maximum size that we cut. This is a picture inside this tin bath. Tin bath is completely surrounded surface. You cannot look into it. Only through cameras you can monitor it. So here you can see like a honey-like structure surface is there, right? This is glass. This glass is spread over this tin bath, and these are the rollers which guide the glass through the bath. And we will touch upon quality codes here and there. And guys, if you have any doubt, you can stop me then and there. I'll explain. Shall I
continue
continue?
பண்ணுங்க. If it is students having any doubt means we give a time last 10 to 15 minutes they are asking the questions.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
I'll go on. Okay. The quality codes that we maintain for glass is classified like 7 types. There are wide varieties, but these 7 types are for majorly classified. So I'll explain one. Yeah, QC. Sorry, building coater laminated. Okay, QC07. QC07 is the highest quality that we produce in floor glass. So where we use this glass is in windshields in car. So the windshield part should not have any deflection so that our concentration may slip during driving. So the extreme care is given for the automobile windshield glasses. That comes under QC07, where we maximize the extent that there do not occur any defect. Even if any defect occurs, we mark it and just color the glass, waste it. We don't use it. So likewise, there comes different codes. And in the area that I work, generally, it is comprises of QC04, which is for building application. So you can see in high-rise buildings, the color glasses, the facades, where you cannot see any structure. There will be only glass fully coated over this building. So that kind of
Naveen voice break
this will be of QC04 code. One second. Hello.
சொல்லுங்க நவீன். ஹலோ நவீன், கேக்குது, சொல்லுங்க.
Okay.
Network
this is the defect chart that we use.
Okay.
Right, once காலையில இருந்து ஆபீஸ்.
டெத்தர் கனெக்ட் பண்ண முடியுமா? வைஃபைல மொபைல் டெத்தரிங்க
சார் பண்ணா அது இன்னும் ஸ்லோவா இருக்கும் சார். ஆபீஸ் உள்ள இருக்கு. நான் உள்ள இருக்கேன் கான்ஃபரன்ஸ்ல. ஸ்கிரீன் காஸ்ட் ஆதா?
ஸ்கிரீனுக்கு காஸ்ட் ஆகுது, ஒன்றும் ப்ராப்ளம் இல்லை. வாய்ஸ் மட்டும் தான் பிரேக் இருக்கு, ப்ராப்ளம் இல்லை. ஒன்று ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுங்க.
Okay. Okay, this is the chart which we follow for establishing this quality code. For example, consider this QC01 quality code, in which we classify the defects under 4 categories, which is known as class 1, class 2, class 3, and class 4. This per sheet number is the number of defects with class 1 accepted in the sheet, and this per pile. Per pile is nothing but in glass manufacturing, we call it a pile when the cumulative of glass weighs up to 2.5 tons. Consider there are 6 mm glass. Then what we'll do is we'll stack up to 15 glasses and make it up to 2.5 tons, and then we'll ship it. So per pile means one shipping container. So that's how we classify the quality codes. We cannot, in the continuous flow of ribbon, we cannot find defects. For a day, I believe in Saint-Gobain we make like around 2,100 tons of glass. So each and every sheet cannot be inspected. There will be an automated system which will do all the working part. What we'll do is we'll just give the decisions according to the feedback from the computer. So whether we can reject it or approve it or things like that. These are general defects that we find in float glasses, bubbles, stones. Stones are nothing but in the silica sand, there might be some of stones which bypass the shredder, not the uncuring of glass. Tin ripping. Tin ripping basically comes from the tin bath. So manufacturing is a small portion in glass. The major portion and um, big market is for also to the customer requirements. So that's where advanced glass solution comes in. Advanced glass solution is nothing but a business unit in Saint-Gobain where we do this processing. Before we go into this process, I'll explain the product that we make. SGU, single glazing units. So single glazing units are nothing but single panes of glass. So this is the glass pane which is made in float. It will be like giant size. We'll cut it to the requirement, but it will be of only single pane. It will be comprised of only single pane. Such kind of glass we call as SGUs. Also, we have the provision to color the glass, which is called as ceramic. That's where this play comes in, ceramic glass or enamel glass. So this is a niche market, not a big area. Next comes the tempered glass. This is also a single glazing unit, which is comprised of only one glass. So tempering, I believe you would have heard this earlier. In metal industry, there are tempering processes. Likewise, in glass too, we have tempering process. So what we do is the glass that we receive from floats are weak in strength. So if you apply a little amount of force, it will break. So what we'll do is we will heat the glass to a specific temperature, say process. So during this quenching process, a stress is created inside this glass, which translates as this in terms of strength. That fully tempered glass is 4 times stronger than annealed glass. So on the aesthetic front, you will not find any difference between annealed and tempered glass. But in the performance, annealed fully tempered glass will be far higher compared to annealed. So in the household, you can see like dining table and sofa sets with compressing of glasses. Those are fully tempered. We cannot use annealed glass in a household or anywhere until it is far apart from our reach. Okay, I'll move. Okay. As we discussed, this is the tempered glass breaking pattern. Before that, while we're tempering this glass, what happens is two types of force creates inside this glass. As you can see, the red ones and blue ones. The red ones are called as tensile stress. So what this tries to do is the molecules inside this glass, near this neutral plane of glass, tries to escape out, while at the same time the molecules at the surface of the glass tries to go in. So this is the area of contact. This is what creates the strength inside this tempered glass. So typically, when a tempered glass is broken, it will be like this. Shards, we call it as shards or cullet. You could have seen this in movies where glass breaks. It will be like fine cullets. நம்ம சொல்ற கல்கண்டு மாதிரி இருக்கும் பார்க்கறதுக்கு. So that is the breakage pattern of tempered glass. This gives the glass this strength. So this is the measurement criteria that we use. The stress should be between 69 and 120 megapascals, and the bending strength should be 120 megapascals. So these are the things that we make sure that when the glass is produced, it conforms to. If any deviation occurs from this, then we have to do this process again. Next comes the IGU part. IGU part, I think you'll be aware, not about the term, on the application. Earlier, as I said, in high-rise buildings, you can see colored glasses, right? Those are fully comprised of only insulated glass units. So insulated glazing is nothing but two panes of glass. Here you can see in the picture, there's and another pane here. So these two panes of glass are sandwiched together to form this unit. So to sandwich, we use spacers on the perimeter of the glass. The perimeter of the glass, we use the spacer, it holds the glass Whereas in the center, it will be like a vacuum chamber with atmospheric air. Not a vacuum chamber, it will be an insulator gas. So when heat comes through this pane, hits this pane, it will not get transmitted directly through it. Only convection can happen, not conduction. This is the main purpose of doing this IGU. So many glass processes in India are doing this IGU process, which is very simple in the sense compared to what we do in Singapore. Okay, this is the interesting part. The process flow involved in making the glass. There are totally 5 processes on broad variety. Cutting means the glass that we receive from the float, we cut it to the customer required size, and then we give it to the grinding line where the glass gets grinded, and then to the tempering line, the glass gets tempered, and then we make it into an IGU, and then we go for packing and shipping. So I'll explain in detail in the coming slides. So this desiccant also plays a major role. So here you can see the yellow dots. These are called as desiccants. So the purpose of desiccant is to absorb water. Since we are manufacturing this glass at room conditions, the gas gets trapped inside this airspace. So due to high humidity and moisture content in air, later on when this glass is exposed to cold temperature, it will create condensation. Condensation means you may know that water will form on this inner surface of the glass. So in order to observe this inner, once the water gets formed inside, there is no way we can intervene and clear it. Only in the outside of the glass we can clean it. That's where desiccant plays its role. What desiccant does is it absorbs this water and stores within itself. And after this desiccant and sticking the glass using this spacer, next comes this sealant. Sealant is applied on the edges of the glasses. This is the hot substance that holds the 2 panes of glass together. In IGUs, you can generally see the edges of the glass will be black. If you get the opportunity to see any unexposed glass, you can examine the edges. With the edges, you can know whether it is IGU or a single pane or laminated. For IGUs, it will be like black, dark black for almost 10 mm from the edges of the glass. This is the production line process flow for insulated glazing units. The glass comes from here and it passes through the washing machine, then to the frame fixing station. So here there is an operator who's pasting this spacer over glass. So this spacer is prepared in a sub-assembly line. This is the area where the spacer gets prepared. Frame is prepared here, and then the desiccant is applied in this machine. And then this is the butyl applicator station where the butyl gets applied. And from here, the glass, the frame moves to this place. So after this frame fixing is the pressing robot where the 2 panes, one IGU is comprised of 2 panes of glasses. So this first pane of glasses will have this spacer, and there will be another glass. It will be moving towards this pressing robot. So this is the area where these 2 panes get sandwiched. After pressing, this is the sealing area where the edges are sealed. You can see this arm which is doing the sealing. So after sealing, straight away we can expedite the samples. Expedite means shipping the samples. The process flow. Okay. For the first part, the glass is passed through the washing machine. So for this washing machine to be working good, we have a quality test that we do usually, which is called as chalk test. Here you can see the operator is marking this glass with the chalk, and the glass is then passed through this washing machine, and the glass is observed, after which where we do not see any marking of this chalk. Once this test is passed, we can give it is good to go. And next is the frame preparation. I will show you the mesh. Okay. This is the area where frame gets prepared in the sub-assembly line. The quality that we have to maintain in this area is a good cutting quality. The frames will be cut using, it will be cut and bent on 4 corners to make this frame. We have to make sure that the corners are not over bent, and the cutting part edge is good. This is the desiccant filling station. I've explained it earlier. The butyl application station. This is the machine that we use, butyl applicator. Okay, here we can see this function of butyl. If there is no proper butyl between the spacer and the glass, the air or gas that we trap inside escapes through this seal. So the hermetic ribbon is broken here. If inside this IGU will stay as long as this glass is glazed. This is the frame deposition area where the operator keeps the frame over the glass. This is the illustration of pressing. First, there is a glass with spacer, and second, there is a plain glass which gets pressed over it, forming a unit. Here comes the quality part in insulated glazing units. These are the tests that we do to ensure the sealing is in good state. Few examples are mixing ratio test, snap time, mixing thoroughness, shore hardness. These are the fine tests that we do every shift. I think I'll play this.
Naveen? Hello, Naveen?
Awesome.
This unit will be in our Sriperumbudur plant or is this video?
No, sir, no, sir. This video is not taken in Sriperumbudur plant. This is a reference video that I have taken. We are not allowed to film inside the campus, sir.
Okay. You have arranged a virtual industry visit for our students. Is possible?
I'll check, sir. I'll check with the HR team. But I
Virtual
don't. Cannot,
within the campus itself. You go and just show me your through online, through video mode.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Just to explain what are the components, how they are, material will be inflow and outflow. So what are the process going on inside the Sriperumbudur plant, global, it's possible means can arrange virtual industrial tour, not for directly, virtual industrial visit.
Okay, okay, okay. I get
Please
it. I
make
get it.
it. Yes, sir.
Sure,
Please
sir.
make it arrangement, sir.
Yeah, yeah. I will check the possibility and I will let you know, sir. The time.
Yeah. Just 1 hour or 2 hours, 1.5 hours, that is enough.
Okay, sir. Okay. That we can do, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. I'll play this video.
Yeah, yes, sir. Sure.
Okay, the video that you saw is what we actually do in do for insulated glazing unit, similar to it. So these are the few tests that we saw earlier. Okay, not okay, and these kinds of tests it should be done for every shift by shift quality people. So this is the machine. This is a photograph of our machinery that we have. This is a jumbo line, and once the unit is finished, it looks like this. So these are individual IG units with the sealing in between. This is how we label the products, or we identify the products. So that's it. These are a few of our certifications, and this is a good slide. So these are a few of our projects that we have done in the recent years. The Infosys Mysore, TCS Chennai, Antilia Mumbai, and Lusail Stadium Qatar. This is the stadium that's going to host 2022 FIFA. And these are floor glasses that we do, enamel glasses, floor glasses. You can see people walking over the glass safely. And this is a railway station. This consists of fully glass. People can walk above it, and below people are the metro trains come below. So this is a structure that we have done. It's in Netherlands, I think. Oh, that's it from my side.
Students,
Oh.
okay, I mean, wonderful presentation. You are showing is many videos how they are manufacturing of the glasses. It is very excellent. Students, do you have any queries regarding this? Students, any queries, doubts? Today lecture is given by Mr. Naveen Kumar. Okay, I mean, I have only one doubt. Naveen?
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir. Go on.
How you are controlling the temperature level? Because whereas for the different applications, you are using as a different temperature. We have to maintain to making the glasses in a different temperatures. Okay. So
Yes,
for
yes.
example, you are shows a lot of applications which has to be done by your sales team of Saint Gobain.
Yes.
If normally you are walking that is a floor glasses. What is what is the temperature difference between the floor glass manufacturing and normal glass manufacturing?
Okay, sir, the difference between, we cannot quantitate in terms of temperature. The difference between floor glass and a normal glass is, for floor, what we do is, we sandwich multiple glasses, one over other, with PVB interlayers. ஸோ ஒரு ஃப்ளோர் கிளாஸ் எடுத்துக்கிட்டிங்கன்னா இட் வில் பி லைக் மினிமம் ஆஃப் ஒரு 3 panes ஆஃப் கிளாஸ் இருக்கும். அதுக்கு நடுவில் 2 பிபி லேயர்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஸோ த பர்பஸ் ஆஃப் பிபி லேயர்ஸ் என்னென்னா, இன்கேஸ் த கிளாஸ் பிரேக்ஸ், அது கிளாஸ் வந்து விழுந்துராது மொத்த யூனிட்டாக. த பிவிபி வந்து கிளாஸ் ஹோல்ட் பண்ணிகிட்டு இருக்கும். ஸோ இட் மேக்ஸ் இட் சேஃப் ஃபார் வாக்கிங். ஸோ அந்த வெர்டிக்கல் கிளாஸ் பண்ணும்போது அது ஒரு ரெக்குவயர்மெண்ட், இட்ஸ் நாட் ரெக்குவயர்மெண்ட். we can make it a single panes. ஸ்பெஷல் கேசஸ் நம்ம ஏர்போர்ட்ஸ்லாம் இருக்கும் இந்தியாவில், அதில் எல்லாமே லேமினேட்டட் கிளாஸஸ் தான் இருக்கும். ஈவன் ஃபார் வெர்டிக்கல் அப்ளிகேஷனு உடஞ்சாலுமே வந்து கீழே விழுகாது, அந்த கிளாஸ்லேயே உடஞ்சிரும், கிராக் ஆகிடும், ஆனால் தொங்கிட்டு தான் இருக்கும் அந்த யூனிட்ல இருக்கும்.
Okay. But it is a very highly brittle material, so that only I am asking, because the different weight parameters is to be considered during for the different applications. So that only I am asking. Okay, Naveen. Thank you so much. Students, any queries from your side? Thank you so much, Naveen. Naveen, sir கேட்ட மாதிரி ஏதாவது விர்ச்சுவல் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியல் விசிட் ஏதாவது ரெடி பண்ண முடியுதா?
நான் செக் பண்றேன் சார், விர்ச்சுவல் ரெடி பண்றேன்.
நீங்க உங்க ஹையர் ஆபீசர்ஸ்ட்ட பேசுங்க, பேசினா கொஞ்சம் ஹெல்ப் பண்ண மாதிரி இருக்கும். பிகாஸ் யூ ஆர் அலுமினி ஆஃப் த காலேஜ். நீங்க நிறைய கொஞ்சம் பண்ணினீங்கன்னா பசங்களுக்கும் கொஞ்சம் நாலேஜ் கெய்னிங்க்கு ரொம்ப யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும். ஓகே. Sure. Okay, Naveen. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me for this lecture, sir. It's an honor to do so.
Really, we are very happy because you are our alumni student to present the lecture. Thank you, Naveen. Thank you. Now leave the meeting.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.